that any city that's sort of trying to renew itself has to be open to like creative minds and new ways of thinking, and I think that definitely artists are the first place you look for that. The store is just something that I've always wanted to do, and sort of an opportunity that came about when I decided that I didn't want to go to law school, which is what I was going to do instead. I would say it's an accessories boutique, and a lot of people come here to buy presents for baby showers and birthdays and anniversaries, things like that. A lot of things sort of inspired by graphic design, modern design, but all of it with kind of a fun edge, not too serious, and moderately priced. I use a lot of local artists and artists in general. I try to have everything in here either be handmade or designed and manufactured on a small, responsible scale. Bethany Shorb of Cyber Optics, she makes really great screen printed ties for men. This is her full-time gig. She's found a way to make it a business for herself. Deborah Wilson, for example, she's a mom and she lives in Ferndale. She makes onesies and headbands and blankets and things like that. We have Carrie Gustafson. She makes the stained glass Michigan mitten necklaces, and she's recently started making UPs. Stephanie Tardy, Phantom Limb, she makes repurposed journals and notebooks and pins out of recycled textbooks. Susan Miller, she makes wonderful handmade soaps. Some of the purses are handmade by Michelle McLennan. She's a local Ferndale artist. There's a wealth of creative people in Detroit. There's so many people just making cool stuff, just for themselves, for their friends, and then it kind of like branches into kind of more of a business end of things. The online is mostly a way to get people to know a little bit of what we have in the store, and there's a certain amount of commerce that happens on it too, but I would say that mostly we are brick and mortar. Ferndale is, I think, a totally unique city. It's the most diverse place in Southeast Michigan, if you ask me. Really just a lot of creative people, a lot of diversity. It's a really small, friendly town, but it's also pretty cosmopolitan, and people are really into the arts and very community-minded, I found. I actually came back. I went to New York and came back to Michigan because I love it here. There's no place like it. There's no place like Detroit, and there's no place like Michigan, and my family's here, and I don't know. I'm just a Detroit girl, I guess.